So today is Saturday the 29th of July 2023. I am now in Johor Bahru Central, JB Central Station. We are at the taxi stand outside City Square Mall, which is a shopping mall in Johor, waiting for a rental car to be picked up, and we will be driving up the east coast of Malaysia from Johor to Kuantan. It should take about 5 hours from here. Before heading to Kuantan, which is 5 hours from here, we'll just have some breakfast, wanton mee, and a bakery that my dad has recommended and found out ahead of time. We're now at Mersing Beach. The time is 2 o'clock, bang on the dot. It took us exactly 2 hours to drive. We're just gonna do a quick stop here, get a bite, and make our way to Kuantan, which is another 2 hours away from here. So the time is 7:30 p.m. We are at restaurant Alor Akar, and we have ordered 5 dishes.
Tofu,
Fish,
this is fish, like curry, prawn, black herbal
chicken and Kampung.
9.5 out of 10.
Wow! Wow, really?
Yes, very good.
Very good.
Taste, quality.
It's very good.
We have busloads coming out, going to the restaurant. And yet the consistency of the food quality is quite good. Right, the time now is 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Just exited the hotel. We are at Cendol air Putih, meaning Cendol water white. We have ordered Cendol, ais kacang, and nasi lemak. From the Cendol shop, we then drove past a roadside keropok stall, which is essentially mashed fish. The version on the right is steamed, the version on the left on the plate is deep fried. This is a local delicacy and we enjoyed it very much, even though it is slightly an acquired taste.
Let's go. This is a steam one.
We're at a durian store in Kuantan, actually a line of durian stores, about 8 kilometers from the city. And I remember my mum and dad commenting that they noticed that there were flies swarming around or buzzing around the durians, which is a good sign. It shows that no pesticides or very few pesticides were used in the growing process of the durians. We had the Musang King and the Kampung durian. Here I'm eating the Musang King, which is the better of the two. That was the Musang King, now we're trying Kampung durian.
What he said that you should try this first.
Is there a difference?
A lot of different. Have another stuff.
Oh, the reaction on my face. The Kampung durian, this type of durian that we were having, paled in comparison to the first one, the Musang King, which is the better of the two. My mom compared it like a cheap wine versus a more expensive wine. That's exactly the right description. So we have left Kuantan and we're going to Kuala Terengganu. The distance between Kuantan and Kuala Terengganu is about 200 kilometers. So we're now in Kuala Terengganu. We're at KFC and KTCC, Kuala Terengganu City Centre Mall. This KFC in Malaysia is always the best. Nasi lemak, original snack box. And a couple of hours later, having gone back to the hotel and coming back out, we came to this restaurant called Uncle Ng Restaurant, where they serve local Chinese dishes. Incidentally, it was across the road from the KTCC mall. It was quite busy, and it was one of the recommendations that we came across on Google. We ordered several dishes: fish, veggies, and prawns. It is now 9:40 a.m. We are at Nasi Dagang Atas Tol, Kampung Atas Tol in Kuala Terengganu. This is our breakfast. So this is with the chicken, this is the fish, nasi minyak, this is curry. What is it? Teh tarik. Views is rated 4.5 stars, so we're trying it for the first time.
Nasi dagang is essentially like a mixture of rice, but mainly the base is fish, which is the seafood around here. But I must admit the sauce is not as spicy compared to West Malaysia. This is a bit more sweeter.
This like the economical rice
In Singapore.
Yeah.
And this is Chinatown in Kuala Terengganu. The time now is 6:30 on Tuesday, 1st of August 2023. Not many shops are open.
And in due time, it over, you will become a major tourist attraction. This street will be closed up for sure.
Okay.
You just need a few major tenants.
The moment it feels very run down. The drains are open. All the little shops are shuttered. But if this stretch in Kuala Terengganu were to be redone, revamped, I think it would be up there with the best streets in Malaysia that you would find in, say, Malacca or Penang. Those are the famous tourist spots. This has the potential as well. So today is Wednesday, 2nd of August 2023. The time now is 8:20 in the morning. We're at the Kuala Terengganu Ferry Terminal to take the ferry from Terengganu mainland to Redang Island, which is about a 1.5 hour boat trip across the South China Sea, I guess. We are now organizing firstly the parking ticket for the free parking in the parking outside, as well as the actual ferry tickets. I think the ferry leaves in about 1 hour's time, so there's a bit of time to spend between now and then. And we'll check out the ferry terminal, cafe, get something to eat, get something to drink, and then settle in for the 1 hour trip, or 1.5 hour trip. We are now walking up the path to the resort, which is called the Laguna Beach Resort here in Redang Island. So while we wait for our bags, we have lunch. It's a buffet style, and this is an interesting one. Veggie. My mom says you cook this with belacan. What's belacan? Like a spicy sauce. Shrimp paste. And we have mutton soup.
Mee curry.
And after lunch, it was time to explore the resort a little. This is the recreation area where we booked our snorkeling trip. That evening, we returned back to a buffet spread. In fact, the package that we booked was an all-inclusive package, meaning buffet spreads for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Time now is 9:30, and this is breakfast. Fruit, roti canai, apple juice and coffee. And yeah, just having breakfast with mum. She's just gone to get a roti canai. So my run today was from that point out there, and if there's another resort in the distance, start from there all the way along the beach, up to the left, around the cove in the distance, and then there's a whole stretch of beach on the other side. One lap from there, up there, around to that point, and the other side is 1 kilometer. So I ran that like several times, and then came back down here. There's an exit road that leads there, so it's like a paved road. Ran up and down, and that got me to 10 k's for the day. So with breakfast done, I'm at the pool now. I'm gonna grab a towel from the pool. Thank you. 1 towel. Gonna go to the beach and see if we can see any fish. I'm not sure, but we're gonna give it a try. The water looks clear nonetheless. Okay, got snorkeling gear on, and we're gonna get into the water, which looks crystal clear right here. Hopefully we see some fish. Friday the 4th of August 2023. It's now 9:45 a.m. We're going on a 10 a.m. snorkeling trip. My dad has booked just a private tour. You pay slightly more, a slight premium compared to a large group trip. So we'll see if it's worth it, and if we would recommend it to future travelers to Redang Island. Okay, now we're departing the jetty. So we arrived at the first stop. We're waiting for the driver's brother. This is more or less a beach where the locals apparently go to. The water is crystal clear and a little bit colder. A short ride from the local beach where we had our first stop here. You can already see some other tourists. Let's see what we can find. Come on. Okay. Going back to the boat, going to the second stop, which is the coral.
at the jetty, the main jetty, and that was about 2 hours.
We're now checking out of the room. This is the room. Very functional layout. Living area, 2 beds, large bed there, and a big balcony. This is room 311 with a large balcony, 2 single beds, large master bed, separate toilet and shower.
Done.
Yep. And with the room tidied up, it was soon time to check out and head back to the jetty to board the ferry P6 to take us back to the mainland. This ferry journey took us 1.5 hours. Overall, it was a very pleasant few days at Laguna Redang Beach Resort, full of food, experiences, education, and of course a highlight being snorkeling in the crystal clear bathwater. I would definitely recommend any future traveller to the east coast of Peninsular Malaysia to consider Redang Island.